Yes, sir. What's your name?
Luke.
Nice to meet you, Luke. My name's Carter. How are
Carter.
you doing today?
Pleasure. Doing pretty well. I'm a little bit tired after a long day, but yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Definitely glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna jump right into this. It's
Let's
gonna
do
be a
it.
short, pretty, not too professional. Just dumb down a little interview here. To start off, how would you describe yourself?
Be one word, I'd say extroverted. Give me a little bit more than one word. Yeah, observant and empathetic to a fault. Yeah, I love helping other people, but sometimes that gets me in trouble.
Yeah. Cool. What motivates you in the morning? What gets you out of bed?
So I share a room with two other guys, and I know that if I'm the first one up, one, I can do what I need to do in the morning, whether that's pray, make breakfast, just get ready for the day. Two, I know that as I get up, they're going to follow. Sometimes if I don't get up, then we're late. So we all work together. So
Yeah.
I guess first and foremost,
Definitely.
making time for myself and to do things I know that I need to do. And secondly, yeah, I want to be a leader. So when I start the day, I'll start in the morning.
Yeah, definitely. How would you say you handle pressure?
I'll wait. When I feel a lot of pressure, I'll try and wait a second, give myself a second to breathe.
Yeah.
Because in the past, there's been times where I've acted, it's gotten me in trouble. However, recently, I can think of an example last year when, yeah, it was a very high pressure situation. There was a lot of, and this was an ongoing thing each and every day. Every conversation was high pressure, high emotion, and I entered into the conversation, would take in information, and then I would act. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm following along there. Give me an example of where you set a goal and you had and you reached it, and tell me how you're able to overcome the struggles.
It's funny. The first one that comes to mind is cutting weight for wrestling. But that was 12 years ago. So I'll do something a little bit more recently. Yeah, my goal coming out of college as a senior was to be employed. I wanted to be employed as I walked across the stage and got my diploma. And so I knew that going into senior year. And talk about acting under pressure. I felt pressure from my friends, from my parents, from my peers. And basically what I did, it took me a long time, but I realized that I had to give up some of the things that were fun, and I had to accept some of the things that were worthwhile. One kind of fun example is I had hair down past my shoulders. I go to a career fair. I know I need to be going to the career fair. I go for the first 2 days, nothing with long hair. I get a haircut, cut off 14 inches. I win an iPad and get 2 job offers on that third day. That's just a small example, and if you extrapolate that to, yeah, I knew that I needed to up my GPA my senior year. So the classes that I took, I started studying with people instead of alone, because I knew that's when I studied better. I knew I needed to reach out to companies early before they got to campus. So I'd do that with other people, with other engineers. And it's funny, yeah, I actually did accomplish that goal, but very much not in the way that I thought I would. I had 2 job offers going into May. That's when we graduated, and from engineering firms. And yeah, I actually ended up saying no to both of them and saying yes to a missionary opportunity with the Catholic Church.
Nice, yeah. So you found a way to achieve that goal, not always in the sense of how you had it set up. It's always nice to see you're able to adapt to adversity there.
Absolutely.
Did you ever make a risky decision, and why did you make that decision, and how did it play out?
I would say the first one that jumps to mind is my decision to become a missionary. And more specifically, the decision to say no to those 2 job offers at the end of the year. That's not to mention the 2 job offers I said no to the first semester of my senior year. That's a risk, right? I had to take where they're offering me $70,000+ a year, and I'm accepting a role in ministry where I'm making less than half that. And yeah, that's a risk financially. That's a risk that I had to just accept that I'm going to go that route and hope and pray that I'll become the man that I need to be. Um, yeah, in the role that I accepted.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say that's always a big risk, taking a leap of faith there to from secure jobs almost to trying to make your own money out
Yeah.
of the missionary world. So tell me about a time where you chose to do something other than doing a good job.
A time that I chose to do something other than a good job. um, I think back to working as a team. My senior year, on one of our final projects, we were making um, a prototype for a jacket we were designing for Under Armour. So we did a lot of calculations for the heat transfer from the body and wind resistance, but our actual prototype did not demonstrate hardly any of those features. Yeah, there was a point where I'm a senior, I'm an engineering student, and I'm cutting out circles in foam and stapling them to the inside of a jacket, and that's my prototype for my final project. We did receive an A. However, it was not a well done, professionally presented prototype. Um, and yeah, I think that kind of circles back like what I needed to do to like reach my goals. I definitely did that first semester, and I did what I needed to do second semester, which wasn't necessarily a good job. It was just a job.
Yeah. So after telling me about a time where you chose something, you took a different route, you took maybe not the best options, and you couldn't have done your best work. Now, how about you tell me about a time where you did put your best foot forward in a job?
In a job.
For example.
Yeah, again, so right after I graduated, I accepted a missionary position. So instead of being a salaried engineer, I was now a missionary who needed to fundraise his entire salary in a month and a half. So that means I had 6 weeks to talk to friends, family, acquaintances, childhood friends, to support myself and everything that I'm going to need when I move. Like hundreds of miles away from my hometown. And not that I had the option to not do a good job, because if I didn't, I literally would not be able to work. But I could have done a pretty good job and still got here. But that's when I decided to do an excellent job. An excellent job with, one, asking for help, two, doing the things that the person who I asked for help said to do, and three, failing. Because there are times where I go into an appointment and I don't come out with any money. And in that, it was, okay, well, let's go to the next one. And it was 6 weeks of hard work, but now I'm here. And I won't ask for anything different.
Nice. Now, thinking about the time that you're explaining that you took that risky behavior, how do you think a risky behavior like that can actually end up hurting you?
Yeah, I think without, kind of like what I said, without like the waiting, without the pausing and like taking in information, making a big decision like that kind of rashly with those pressures, right? I want to please my dad. I want to please my professors. I want to please my peers. When I'm taking those risks for other people, that's when I can really come back and when I can come back and bite me, because it did in like the little in smaller things around my senior year. I think that's why I think I was able to make that big decision.
So. Yeah, nice. Going back to the time where you said you reached for your goal, you're able to achieve it. How's that focus that you're able to provide for that? How are you able to retain that focus when pressure's hard and time's always changing?
I think having people to keep you accountable is one of the biggest things. Like I said, my one word was extroverted. I'm not a one-man wolf pack. If a wolf gets separated, like, he dies. right? And I need those people in my life, my friends I'm going through school with, as well as my family, to hold me accountable. In that time where I was pursuing jobs and trying to get my grades up, I was talking to my dad. It was a 2-week period. I talked to him every day, if not twice a day, on the phone. He was my guy. It's like, Dad, how do I go into this interview, balance these job offers, ask for more money? Like, I need help in this class. What should I do? And I'm a senior, but I'm asking for help and I'm getting it. Yeah. So I think having those people who are going to be able to hold me accountable, and kind of just like speak logically into the emotion-filled, kind of scatterbrain that comes with pressure is what keeps me centered.
Yeah. All right, final question here from me. What makes you stand out compared to everyone else?
So I was described as generous by one of my friends the other day, and yeah, I don't like to look at myself in that way, but I think, like I mentioned, like the empathetic to a fault, and if other people are seeing me as generous, I like hardly even like to look at myself like that. That allows me to act in a way that other people notice without me even thinking about it. Because that was a compliment that I received that I would probably never give myself. Yeah. And I think when she said that to me, I was like, okay, actually, now that I think about it, like, that was a kind of generous thing to do. I have been a little bit generous. So the way that I'm able to stand out is I'm able to act outside of the ordinary without much thought.
All right. Like I said, that's all I have for you. How about you? Do you have any questions for me?
I have a couple. I guess the first one would be, is there going to be a follow-up, or do we have more of these coming up?
We'll be in touch with you on that one.
All right. Should I be waiting for a phone call? Look out for an email?
We'll give you a phone call.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that.
All right.
Thank you so much, Carter.
Thank you for coming in.
All right. We'll see you.
Yep, see you.